My name is Dua, and I will be discussing the multi-state outbreak of salmonella infections linked to pot pies. So let's start with the basics. Salmonella is a group of bacteria that causes a foodborne illness known as salmonellosis. It's commonly found in raw or uncooked meat, eggs, and unpasteurized dairy products, as well as in environments with infected animals. Symptoms include diarrhea, fever, abdominal cramps, and vomiting, typically appearing within 6 hours to 6 days after the infection. While most people recover without treatment, severe cases do occur, especially in high-risk groups like young children, older adults, and those with weakened immune systems. So why does this problem exist? In 2007, this outbreak of salmonella infections was linked to banquet brand pot pies produced by ConAgra Foods. Between January and October 2007, 272 cases were reported across 35 states, with 65 hospitalizations. This impacted a wide range of people from ages 1 to 89, and mostly affected women. Fortunately, no deaths were reported. This problem existed because of the lack of food safety measures during production and distribution. And contamination likely occurred during the processing or packaging that was then distributed nationwide. So let's analyze the current situation. Economically, ConAgra Foods faced significant recall costs and lawsuits, which damaged the company's reputation and led to financial losses. The loss of consumer trust in frozen foods was another challenge, as many people began to question the safety of prepackaged meals. Culturally and socially, the outbreak created widespread fear, particularly affecting low-income families who really relied on affordable frozen meals. The extensive media coverage really amplified public concern, leading to a decline in sales of frozen pot pies. After doing a SWOT analysis, I was able to see the strengths, like the ability to identify the main cause of the outbreak and the effective collaboration between public health agencies. However, weaknesses did include the delay in issuing the recall and a lack of food safety protocols at ConAgra Foods. Opportunities for improvement included implementing stricter food safety regulations and advertising public education campaigns. Meanwhile, threats included the potential for widespread illnesses and significant legal and financial consequences for the company. So let's analyze alternatives. Alternative 1 is to implement stricter manufacturing and processing regulations. This will allow for mandatory sanitation checks within this company systems and stricter quality control measures. And another alternative can be to launch public education, especially on the importance of proper cooking frozen foods to kill harmful bacteria like salmonella. So overall, the recommendation is to mandate regular food safety checks for all food production facilities. And recommendation number 2 is to launch campaigns on foodborne illnesses that target vulnerable populations that really rely on processed and prepackaged foods. So let's establish an action plan. For the improvement of food safety protocols, we have to take an action which includes regular sanitation checks, training staff, implementing monitoring systems, and educating. The FDA, USDA, ConAgra Foods, and state health departments would be mainly responsible to provide these sources. And this action plan will be needed to would have to be implemented over a 12-month period. These government agencies, manufacturing companies will be able to push out a positive view and will allow the public to regain their trust. In conclusion, comparing this outbreak to a similar incident within another country, such as the EU or a previous case in the US, provides very important and valuable lesson that would allow for these companies to once again gain back trust and build up their safety precautions. Strengthening food safety would also be another conclusion of this idea to prevent future outbreaks.